Got it. Hello, guys. This is Talia the Strange, and today I am doing my very first live stream interview with none other than Mr. Angry Dogs, and Mistress Lovely will also be one of my hostesses for this evening.
Hello.
So yeah, introduce yourselves, even though I already said it.
Well, most know me as Mistress Lovely, but if you know me through Skype, I usually host a big group of group chats on Skype. I think I'm well known for being best friends, not to brag, but being best friends with the creator, Shane the Killer. Yes, he is a very loving, laid-back, outgoing, very creative person. I can't even know where to begin. How he's just the best. So I'll get my senpai OMG moment and let Mr. Angry Dog talk.
Alrighty then. Well, it's good to be here tonight.
Yes, indeed it is. And who would like to start the first question?
How about you, Miss Talia? Because I need to fill my way in.
All right. Well, the first question is pretty simple and in a way kind of complicating, but I thought maybe it would be a good first question. So my first question is, what are your opinions about the DA community now than it was before?
My opinions as far as the DA community goes, well, whenever I first created Jane the Killer, the opinions that I've experienced from a lot of other people let's just say that they were not really all that sweet in. I was just getting shit left and right hurled at me because it's like, if you're a septic tank worker, you're going to catch crap all day. But as time progressed, then everyone just started to not act like a bunch of judgmental jerkasses, and everyone's just been pretty nice,
Yeah, indeed. That is a pretty good answer. I actually really like that one. All right. Mistress, would you like to ask him a next question?
This is an obvious one from the community from DA. Well, how do you feel from the creepypasta fandom on DA and outside, on especially YouTube? How do you feel from, in the last couple of years, being introduced into the creepypasta and having a well-known reputation as the creator of Jane the Killer? How do you feel about the CP community then and now?
Well, whenever I first joined the CP community, I sort of introduced Jane anonymously, and from there it just took off. But well, I will say this: it's a real honor and privilege to be part of the creepypasta community as a well-known creator.
Yes.
In fact, I think it's awesome.
It was just amazing the fact that I heard you through the original narration in Jeff the Killer versus Jane the Killer. That's where I first discovered her, and then you slowly look online on DA, and I'm like, oh wow, this is pretty cool.
Damn right.
So, Tally, any other questions?
Okie dokie. Well, your next one is...
Artichoke.
Okay. All right, so the next question is, how do you feel about people taking your OC Jane? And if there is any possible chance to tell everyone watching this interview your feelings about it, what would you like to say?
Taking my character Jane, you mean like if someone was to plagiarize her in any way?
Plagiarize, yes, but also I have noticed that people like to, take Jane and recreate her in their own way, in sort of a disrespectful way, if I might add in, perhaps.
Well, I'll tell you, you want to cosplay as Jane the Killer, you want to include her in one of your other stories, that's fine. You want to make a tribute video, I'm all up for that, but trying to reboot and recreate something that I made that's just basically just saying, okay, I'm just going to take Mr. Angry Dog's name off of here and then add my own because, well, I know that no one's going to give a shit. Well, obviously, I'm the one who made Jane the Killer in the first place, and if so, yeah, and here's something that really rubs me the wrong way. Everyone is still thinking that I created Jane, Arkansas, or Everlasting, um, and the stories has been long since deleted from the creepypasta wiki, but I really don't know where the hell people are still trying to get a hold of the knockoff story. And Mr. Creepypasta did a live narration of Jane the Killer, the true story. But I just think that it would be really optional if he were to read my creation, Born of Science, The Birth of Jane the Killer. But as far as recreating my character is concerned, trying to do a mockbuster or shot on shitio type quality, no, just no.
Yeah, and I understand that you do, in fact, get a lot of crap because people either say that, Jane is Mary Sue because, she's strong, super strong, and other things include some other serious problems that people have given you crap over.
Uh-huh. Well, as time progressed, me working on Jane the Killer was a rough draft at first. Whenever I wrote Jane's letter, as just sort of like introducing her to the world, But as time went on, I started working on Born of Science, The Birth of Jane the Killer, and just explain where she got all these superpowers from, such as inhuman strength, the ability to take on the form of other people, and just limb regeneration and accelerated healing. Shit, she can also run faster than a track athlete on steroids, too.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, anyway, I also included the illustration of the stuff that made her what she is today, the code name for this liquid, liquid hate, and also how Jane the Killer came to be, because it started with the Los Angeles Police Department being unsuccessful in their manhunt against Jeff the Killer. And so they enlisted the aid of the FBI, who was wanting to get Jeff on their top 10 list, and then they turned to the CIA, who was searching for a way to create the most unstoppable killer, and then they turned to the U.S. Department of Justice, and they all worked together, and with the help of the U.S. government and scientists, they were able to create this liquid, and in turn, that's what created Jane the Killer.
So, sort of like a Captain America, pretty much, only she's not really a soldier.
Yeah. She's sort of like an estrogenized version of of Captain America, but not a soldier, yeah.
Which I actually think is a really cool idea because I personally love Captain America, and I think Jane the Killer just made it even more badass, in my opinion.
Fuck yeah.
Let's see. Yes. The Avengers, everything. Marvel is just amazing. Next question. Okay. You are just the most creative. And, okay, so when it comes to creativity, comparing the idea that some have labeled Jane the Killer as Mary Sue, with the flaws that she has, which, in my opinion, she's not. But when it comes to your opinion, what is a Mary Sue? And with giving an idea of a creepypasta OC, or just an OC in general, what do you consider the flaws of a Mary Sue?
What do I consider the flaws of a Mary Sue?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's an excellent question, and I'll tell you. Whenever I was on DA one time, I looked at this drawing comparing creepypasta OCs to Mary Sue's. It showed Jane with Sally Williams, and it just said regular creepypastas, so that they were creepypasta females, you know. And also, just at the bottom showed Mary Sue's, just being sort of like a hybrid of Bella Swan and every overly cutesy anime girl that there was, and also just throwing in the likes of T-1000 and the Flash, and it said basically they were just too cute, they were too strong, they couldn't die, one's in love with another character from another creepypasta or another story, and so, yeah, that's basically a Mary Sue right there, just making it to the point of where the character is just so off-putting, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Indeed.
With no backstory, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the community itself can be a bit, I want to say, mildly harsh or very critical.
And very ignorant, for one.
Oh, yes.
Yes, very much.
Because I just think that they just ate a big bowl of stupid for breakfast.
Yeah, well, I guess the next part where I will probably ask is the next question.
Yeah?
Is Jane, in fact, lesbian?
Yes, she is.
And who is her OTP as someone?
Mary Vaughn.
Okay. How does she, in any way, a part of Jane's life? And how does she become into this relationship?
Well, Jane was 17 when she met Mary at Los Angeles High School, and Mary was only 14 years old. This was before Jane became what she is today, a regular blonde-haired girl like Mary. Long story short, Mary was being abused by a bunch of snobbish, mean, rich girls, and that dispatched Jane, and Jane just very angrily told them to fuck off, and then she just saw poor Mary just sitting right in the floor, just looking sad, and then she just instantly befriended Mary from there, and they just worked a lot together in classes. And well, Mary's favorite class is history because she is, well, a history buff, and also Jane just worked with her in science together, and that's where they were partners for the time being.
Very, very, very good to hear. Okay, well...
And the rest is history.
Yes. What is her line? One of my favorite quotes by her, is it, "Don't go to sleep, you won't wake up"?
Yeah, I came up with that phrase.
How do I just feel like that's just so much better? It's the total opposite of Jeff saying that.
Well, it's just whenever I saw the picture of Jeff the Killer the first time with the caption just reading "Go to sleep," it didn't sound like something a killer would say. It would just sound something more along the lines of a very disgruntled parent, more like a mom or a dad just telling their teenage son or daughter if they're up too late to say, "Go to sleep."
Okay. Let's see. When it comes, here's a different question that has nothing to do with Jane. When it comes to your, is it called the Wolf Pack?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are they? What are they? And what do you consider them as a family or friends, or kind of enlighten everyone on that, because people have questioned the wolf pack.
Well, pretty much sum it up at all of the above. During my years on DeviantArt, I've sort of put together my own family, and shit, everyone does it. And as time progressed, I just sort of updated it to where everyone that I befriended, and I just consider them more my fans, but just, really great friends. My DeviantArt brother, sister, sons, daughters, you name it, and I just decided just to call them my wolf pack.
So let's see. Do you have anything you'd like to address? Any, I wouldn't say venting, but express your opinions on anything that may have troubled you?
Well, there is one time where, whenever I was on DA, and this girl who shall remain nameless just sort of
May I interrupt you just for a moment? Just to give a heads up. There's a little bit of a professional with this. We won't expose names. We won't expose anything, because I guess you could say that's just more of the. What would you want to say, Talia? More of a.
It's more of a professional standard. I mean, I understand these people give you a lot of shit, but in out of professional respect, we need to leave their names out of it.
Well, because we don't want any more. We don't want to tread any more waters.
Yes, I don't want people coming onto my YouTube account giving MrAngryDog's crap, because I won't allow it.
I won't either. Like I've said before, when you have an interview or venting or any kind of way, keep it to a limit and realize your surroundings.
Yeah.
And who will hear this, because you yourself encountered a few who you say absolutely have lost respect and would not be referred. And like I said, there's no hate here, but there's a draw on the line where it will backfire. So I myself just want to say I just have no respect if you act like that. So especially to very well-known creators, and you just trash their name. But anyway, I'm ranting.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, long story short, what I just get really sick of is just people getting their feathers really ruffled that easily.
Yes.
I mean, they look at my works, and then they just take it the wrong way, and they feel that it offended them, it, quote, ruined their innocence, and they just basically berate and belittle me, which I've just really just brush off and ignore, And I've made it perfectly clear that if anyone starts shit on DeviantArt with me, here's the one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the block button. That'll be it.
Go.
I mean, you have the right to your opinion, but you don't have the right to. But you don't have the right to be a total asshole or bitch bag.
Yeah, that's the part where, yes, you are entitled to an opinion, but it depends on how you express your opinion. And I just honestly think that I wouldn't say interviews, but interviews or rants are not exactly the healthiest. Sometimes it just really depends. If you're gonna just say bitch, piss, any kind of just every name in the book, and the other person on the end isn't giving you the response that you want in a video, and they see it and you're like, well, I just want to get their attention. I want to piss them off. That's not how you do it.
No, you don't.
You do not do that. If you if it's just out of rage or any kind of some way of type of feeling, I don't think that's not venting, that's not narrating, that's not letting out your anger or expressing an opinion. That's just, what would you want to say, Tally? What do you want to say?
Well, honestly, it all in all really depends on the situation, how bad it was,
Mm-hmm.
and really, I think it's more like just letting people know what's up and not saying, hey, don't come attacking this person. We're just telling you what's up and that's it, and be gone with it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's another thing that I don't know if any of you both notice, usually half the time during in these situations like that.
Yeah.
You ever notice that the followers or fans of the person or the creator or whoever sees with their eyes, immediately think and jump to a conclusion saying, that person is a bad person. I'm going to spread this around like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
And I never have the idea of, someone doing that for any particular reason.
Yeah.
But it's just like you stop and you kind of think for a moment, okay, why would they post this? What is this about? Should I question them? But it's just immediately you just jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, I agree with you, no questions asked.
Mm.
That's what it really kind of gets, I wouldn't say it pisses me off, it's just kind of pathetic when that comes to be. No one just stops and thinks, saying, okay, what is this truly about? I need to ask this person.
Yeah.
That's not making yourself look any better.
Mm-hmm. But as far as me ranting is concerned, I don't rant about creepypastas. I don't rant about someone's poorly written pasta. The only thing that I rant about per se is just things that I would just see on the news. I'll give you an example. There was a few years back in this little elementary school where I'm trying to remember where this child had their lunch taken away from the cafeteria staff at school, and then they were only given like milk, a piece of fruit, and that's about it. And that just really enraged me, and I just wrote in a very furious journal about how appalling the situation was, and that was just basically a rant,
Mm-hmm.
That's an actual rant. That's actually a legitimate reason.
Yeah, so I have reasons for ranting. I don't have like I don't go ranting just to say, oh, okay, I'm bored. I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna start some shit. I'm not like that.
No, you're not. And like I said, it's just the assumptions is what gets me more, or accusations, or nothing to. I don't know. It's just that's what gets me the most. It's like if you're realizing what you're about to do, if you're gonna vent or just have a legitimate reason is what I'm trying to say.
Have a valid excuse.
Yes, if you're pissed off, you've had a bad day, yes, it's one thing, but don't take your frustration out on others who apparently have upset you or went up your ass the wrong way, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you have to be so careful what you post, what you say these days. Not to sound old or anything, but it just makes you just want.
Sounding old.
Well, it just makes you want to just like roll over and laugh, or just kind of crawl and just fall in a ditch and die and realize, oh my gosh, Let me give you an example. Again.
Okay.
So it's just when it comes down to something like an irrelevant rant or a journal posting. The one I've seen that was just probably the worst was just the fact that my mom took away my tablet. I'm pissed off. I'm going to get online and just rant about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if something's taken away, like you said, like the situation with the cafeteria, but this is something personal.
Yeah.
This is having a bitch fit over something. And so you want to take it out on others or post, and you get the comments, are what's wrong? Are you okay? And they lash back, taking out their pissy frustration out on them. Like I said, I'm not the best one when it comes up bringing up ideas or situations. So again, sounds like a spoiled little brat not getting their way.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
understand that. But yeah, like I said, if you're going to be ranting about something, have a legitimate reason and don't lash out at other people just to make yourself feel better.
No, it just makes them look like a jackass at the end of the day. I'm just saying. I mean, have like legitimate proof or backup or, links, something, just to say, hey, or again, death by screenshot is what's been getting a little out of hand. I don't know if that sounds. I don't know if that sounds not stupid, but
Uh-huh.
is it normal just to say, hey, so you're saying all this? Can I see what you're talking about?
Hmm. But I also hate whenever someone just notes me for no reason, claiming they know me, and well, for one, they claim that they're in love with me. They want to get into my pants. They want to have my baby, and also I just hate from some another note from someone just saying, "Well, you have no idea how much you hurt me," and I just respond, "I hardly know you."
Oh my God.
God.
Well, oh. Well, let me just. Okay. Mr. Angry Dogs, do
Yes,
you have a relationship?
yes, I do.
Yes. The lucky lady, if I remember correctly, you said you've been with her since, what, 2006, I want to say? Or,
2006. Yes.
yeah, so I would definitely say, fans of Jane the Killer, he's taken. And, that's just it. I just don't think sometimes there will be, I guess, what you want to say, fangirls?
Yeah, Christy, hold on a sec. Hello. Listen. I'm doing a live broadcast right now.
Oh.
Hello.
If someone's, yeah, but I'll call you back when it's done. Sorry about that. That was just my sister.
Oh, that's fine. It was good to have her.
Yeah. Anyways, may we continue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, getting back to what we were talking about.
Your
Oh,
lovely lady.
relationship. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and even whenever I tell people that I'm in a relationship, some are happy, some are excited, some are overjoyed, but some of these fangirls who look at me like I'm Justin Bieber and Edward Cullen mixed together, they just can't take no for an answer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh, Now, how does your significant other feel about knowing these? Has she known about the fangirls or anything like that? Or
I rant to her about the lonely, desperate, horny fangirls getting on me. She can't stand it.
I I wouldn't blame her, not one bit.
Yeah. And I had to block a few fangirls who were just going all Fatal Attraction esque on me, and I just couldn't handle that crap any longer. I mean, hey, it's yeah, I'm flattered that you have a crush on me, but you just can't keep noting me saying, "Oh, I love you, I want to marry you, I want to have your child." It just doesn't work that way, and also, I'm sterile.
Yeah.
I don't want to have any children.
You crushed their dreams, man. What the heck?
Man.
That's so harsh.
Well, let me leave it like this. I would say that I've encountered plenty of harsh, well-known creators, but it's just when I met you, usually very well-known creators in the CP community don't usually just say, "Hey, how are you?" back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those, uh, oh, what's the overused one? Oh, senpai noticed me. Oh, I'm so sick at that. I'm just hearing that. It's just ugh. I don't know. It's just like, oh, senpai noticed me. Just that right there. Just stop. Oh, just stop with that. I just, that's the part that just, I wouldn't say enrages me. I'm just like, that's something you'd hear you would hear out of an anime.
Exactly.
I mean, what would you say? You're like my big brother, you know. It's like I look up to this person, but no, he's my senpai. You know, just God, just shut up.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like I said, I've also, oh, my grammar sucks. Have you seen any pairings of Jeff the Killer and Shane together, and how do you feel about that?
That was my question.
I just, you know what I
now.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. The only time that I'm happy if I see a Jane and Jeff pairing as if Jane is getting ready to send Jeff to his maker. But as far as the as far as the I'm sorry. This
Dude, don't even answer the question.
Everybody put on a head condom because he's about to blow your mind.
Here's my response.
Oh, Lord. Looks like we got the case of the Oh my gosh. Oh.
I mean, that's just like Bella and Edward and Creepy.
Just cool, man. It's cool. Breathe.
Anybody watching this right now, I am very sorry.
Okay. All right.
Well, there you go, guys. There's his answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I find it laughable.
What was the one other odd pairing you've seen Jane with? What would be the next one?
I've seen Jane with Eyeless Jack.
Oh.
I've seen her with Slender Man. And Ben. With Sonic.exe, I don't think I've seen that one. I've also seen her involved with the likes of The Observer and Maskey, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, there was one where she was hooked up with Sally.
Play with me, Sally.
Which yeah.
I love this story. I love that story so much.
Okay. Alright, I promise I won't turn into a bag of laughing gas.
Because it sounded like everyone had the case of the Durples for a moment, but...
Yeah.
Does it, like, getting off subject, does anybody know, like, how this... Is this on YouTube, and... Is this? Or is this on Google only?
This is on YouTube. This is a Google Hangouts, pretty much. And after the video, it'll be made into be reviewed later on my YouTube.
Yeah, because like I said, this was probably my first time being in this before. So, let's see. Does it say how many viewers, or do you have the?
Yes. Have around like 3 or 4 right now. Oh, and another thing is that I mean, people are free to do their imagination. I mean, people are free to pair their characters up with whatever, but remember, just respect the creator's choices, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes people go a little too far, and other times it's just outright wrong. And especially with the Sally incident, I don't know.
I really, like I said, when it comes... Well, it's like when it comes to situations like that, like pairings and stuff, I'm just gonna... I don't have anything to say about that.
Yeah.
Because it's not
Pairing's okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I mean... like the terms, I've seen it myself along with a few other friends. Like they're so careful, have to walk around eggshells not to upset the other party in any way, and I don't think that's really fair.
Yeah.
Why? Why do that?
I'll never figure that one out in a million years.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, for when it comes to the CP community,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like going into the Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I have nothing against it. I have absolutely nothing wrong. But when it comes to situations where you have to go by a rule book or a book saying this is what you need to do, this is what you don't need to do, pretty much like a I don't know, like a something like Mary Sue Dummies or something for dumb. It's like one of those dummy books where you just have to read it.
Yeah, CP for dummies.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, to me, it's just, there's new users coming on DA all the time, and they want to make something, and, maybe it's just not the best work, and they immediately says, you can't do that, your art sucks. Well, hang on a second. What gives you the right to go so quickly and judge somebody?
Yeah, this is like fresh, young, new talent,
Yeah, well, again, like I said, when it comes to OCs and a person, sometimes they might just do it for fun.
Yeah.
They don't know that, but they don't understand the realization that there are going to be people that will just eat you up and spit you out and make you feel at your lowest. And that's not what it should be about. It should be about creativity and, just to make yourself feel better, to lash out somebody. Again, when it came to you and someone, or when I say someone gives you the issues of, fangirls and judging your OC, just the giving a glance.
And SJ and social justice warriors from time to time too.
Yes, that they'll defend their usually, you know what I'm talking about. They'll, like, for me and Tally, we'll defend you like none other, because you are a legit good-hearted person. Your attitude is, well, let me say it like this: you're not one to really lash out at somebody immediately. What was I? Pretty much what I'm trying to say is you're probably the most laid-back, talkative, social creators out there. Not that I'm saying anything against the others. I'm just saying when I came in encounter with you, you are like the creator of Jane the freaking Killer, and I'm talking to you as if I've known you the whole time. So that's why I think people come to you. They can talk to you. They can tell them how your day was.
Yeah.
That's why I knew right there. It's unbelievable. You remember the first time I talked to you, I was like on like pins and needles.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, Tally, sorry, getting off the grid a little bit.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's an interview. Chill. My question is, it's a pretty simple one. What kind of activities would you like to do in the community of art other than what you do now? And is there anything you would like to say to help future artists,
You mean activities besides doing designs and writing stories?
And if you happen to meet, a fresh artist, what kind of oh gosh, I'm having a brain fart. What kind of
Better take some Beano for that brain fart.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what kind of pointers would you give to these people to help them out in the future in the art community?
Well, I would say that if you have any problems with trying to come up with a story or trying to work on an image, just come to me and I will work on it with you. You don't have to work on it alone. We'll work together. And you shouldn't be ashamed of asking for help.
And go on.
I don't know. It's like, do you have to feel when you talk to, like I said, when I approached you the first time, I was very intimidated, like nervous, like, oh God, like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to him. I've read all this and I've seen all this and holy crap, I'm talking to him. Holy crap, I can't believe it. But you know, after some time that goes away, but it makes you feel like, oh wow, I know this person. But it's not so much for the bragging rights. It's just more the fact that I meet a legitimate friend that's well known, but yet at the same time, you see them past the art. You see the person that's there, and again, that's where others need to see that they can take that approach and be themselves.
Exactly.
But my thing is, I noticed, and I try not to. You're very well known, and usually sometimes people get that streak of fame, that narcissist feeling, like, oh,
it goes to their head.
Exactly, and unfortunately, I've noticed quite a bit. You should know too, and Tally knows exactly how that goes in the community, whether it be CP, just in general, or outside. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. Just because you're like, you don't see a soldier in the army going, "Fuck you, I'm in the army. I got a gun." You know, just you know where to draw your points. And today, I don't think that's true. I don't think no one does that or sees that as a legitimate thing. You know how the Beatles said we're bigger than Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But I almost just want to say that it's just these creators, and when I say these, I mean, again, it just really depends. I have absolutely nothing against anybody, but it's like when you start to get like that, that says something right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Agreed.
You have to be. It's like you come to, you know, your watchers or your friends or your fans come up to you, and you just toss them aside like they're just nothing. Or you get them involved in situations that they don't realize that have consequences behind them. That's another thing that can turn into those situations where you have those fangirls. You know, sometimes it can be turned into an act of hate just because you have this power. I wouldn't say, again, it's like a power meet or a power streak or an ego trip of sorts. But
More
that's
like prominent.
Yeah, you don't have that. You know, you think, hey, the creator of Jane the Killer is a narcissist, or he's not who he says he is behind all the well-known stories and fan art, and, you know, etc. You know, followers, everything. You know,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're good.
I was also getting ready to say that that people have also labeled me a racist. They also labeled me a Nazi sympathizer because I have signs relating to the Third Reich, and I also have an image of Jane in Nazi chic clothing. I mean, because Nazi chic is just a fashion genre in Japan where young men and women dress up in Nazi SS uniforms just for fashion, not to show any support for Nazism.
Wow. What's your thought on that?
Yeah.
Thoughts on people calling me a racist and a Nazi?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you. I just think that it's just really stupid. I just think that they just look at something and then they automatically assume that I am part of the Third Reich. Well, hello. World War II is over. What happened during World War II with the Third Reich was a horrendous incident, and it was a tragedy too. But stop bringing up past history and thinking that everyone around you is a Nazi, a KKK member, or whatever, because they're none of that. I only did those designs that are related to the Third Reich because, well, like in one stamp on my profile that says, I don't, just because I have an academic interest in the Third Reich doesn't make me a Nazi. And just like poet George Santayana said, those who don't remember history are condemned to repeat it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Tally, do you have the link to the YouTube live stream? I had a friend of mine who wanted to see it. She can't get to the actual Google Plus. Okay.
I will post it in our chat here. And and anybody who's watching this video, if my question and answers are up, just go ahead and try and ask some questions and answers. I mean, me and Mistress aren't the only one interviewing MrAngryDog. If you guys have any questions, ask in the comments below, or be sure to ask on my question and answers. And if that's pulled up, it should be.
How many viewers do we have?
Still 4.
Ah.
That's pretty small for our broadcast.
Well, doesn't mean after posting it, because I promise you I will spread it like the plague that it is, the good kind.
Yeah.
Alright, Mistress, move your mouse on the screen, and there should be like a little thing off to the left-hand corner, and the first thing is like bubble chats. Click on that, and I gave you the link to the video for you to send your friend.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Roger.
Yeah, I see it too.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. It's through Google right now, but I think she means like, is it actually on YouTube right now on your channel? I think that's what she was trying to go for, but either way, she can be patient.
Yeah, it's definitely on there. It's under.
Hang on, where is it at? Sorry.
It's on my channel videos.
Okay.
I don't know what'll happen if I click on it.
Do you have the link to that? Again, I'm. This isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Let's see what else. Huh? She means like, is it actually on YouTube right now on your channel? I think that's what she was trying to go for, but either way, she.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, on there.
Echo.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to click on the video. See it right there. If you want, just send her that. Then I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Well. What? She means like, is it actually on right now on your channel? Would you mute that? Sound like a jackass.
Sorry, I just had to catch a glimpse of it.
Oh, okay. That was you. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought for a moment Tally was like, Tally, stop.
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
Oh, what was another thing? Have you, let's see. Okay. Do you have any possible stories or updating her bio, Jane the Killer, down the road, or do you have any future working in the CP narrations down the road, or could your fans be looking forward to anything, any works or anything in particular?
Well, I'm going to be putting up a legitimate creepypasta journal of Jane the Killer.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm working on a CP narration. It's not Jane the Killer, but it's a creepypasta that I wrote called The Elysian Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And just whenever I get it, it's a work in progress, but because too much crap has been going on, I just haven't had time to finish it up. But I just think that I should get it finished sometime this summer.
Definitely look forward to that. Just out of curiosity, have you ever actually done a cosplay? Have you cosplayed or been to any kind of conventions of any kind? To add with that, have you had any people on the outside in the real life or the IRL actually come up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you're the creator! Holy crap, this is amazing! Do you have any pointers for me? Could you, asking for anything in particular? I wouldn't say like an autograph, but just having that, oh wow."
I wish to God I did, but I have invented cosplays, and I have done cross-dressing cosplays too.
Woo!
Success!
There was one where I did Lady Gaga,
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's good.
and also Varla from Faster Pussycat Kill Kill.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But the one disadvantage to that was whenever I was just doing the fake boob implants, both of the fake implants weighed about 5 pounds apiece. So I had like a 10-pound rack.
Oh my god. Oh goodness.
Wow.
And this was whenever I was going to the Carolina Theater one night for Halloween to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show with my honey.
Oh.
And luckily, no guy tried to stick his tongue down my throat or slap me on the ass.
And let me ask you.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'8.5".
Wow, that's twice the man than some of the relationships I've seen interact with the others online. Here's a question. How do you feel? Now, I've actually seen this before, that Jean's been categorized as a proxy, and she does the usual proxy, does the bidding of Slender Man. I've seen that twice.
That doesn't hardly make any sense to me because I did not make her as a proxy.
Now, this is, like I said, this is someone that's probably saying, I'd like to give this a try. Which, again, there's just...
Yeah.
I think, that's not the first time I've seen that or anything of that. Like I said, when it comes to me and my situations, Tally, do you have a creepypasta to see?
Yeah, I do, but I just don't seem like she's much creepypasta anymore.
Yeah.
About a year ago, I don't know. Her story just doesn't come out creepypasta-ish,
Yeah. I again, me and my honey, we just did ours for fun, and well, that's just no more.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah. It's just not there. Like I said, it was just more like I guess some just legitimately just get so in deep with it that they can't get back out. Yeah. Like I said, for some others, they just do it for fun. And like, hey, this is mine. No, that's not good enough. Look at the hair, look at the body, it's too this and that. How can you believe that? Because it's just too perfect.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's for fun.
Exactly.
It's just like, who are you to judge immediately? There is no contract they're signing saying, hey, I'm doing this because it's the proper way to do it.
Yeah, there are no stipulations.
Yeah. It's that's the part right there where, I go on, like I said, I noticed that, not to give out any details in specific, but sometimes people make it seem like you have to follow the rules. But where's the rule book? Other than the creepypasta I see is for dummies, I haven't even seen that. Who the fuck comes up with shit like that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, or the Idiot's Guide to Creepypasta.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. Not to mention, let's just, here's a big event. Okay? So, I think it was last year. Remember when that girl that got stabbed about 19 times by her friends?
Slender Man stabbing.
The Slender Man stabbing. Yeah, pretty much what happened was that this, 3 friends, I think they were like 12 or 13. I hope I have that correct.
12 years old.
12 years old, and they wanted to stab their best friend. I think it was almost like a sacrifice to appease Slender Man when he's a fictional character. And then this whole phrase, it's not it's creativity, not reality. Of course, I probably fucked that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just be the first to say, if you're gonna put something out there and you're gonna make a story, take with caution that you have influence. You can have a major influence. You can give a mental impact to someone, make them feel a certain way.
On an impressionable reader.
Yes.
Yeah, people out there, especially young kids, tend to take things like that very seriously, and they believe that it's real.
Yep.
And technically, Slender Man was originally a mythical creature. Like, he's been known since like the 1800s, I believe, if I recall.
In medieval times, actually.
Yes.
I mean, I've done the whole. How I even got on the whole situation was when the Marble Hornets. I like that. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's even continuing anymore, but you definitely. I don't know. I came across creepypasta and Marble Hornets and the whole Slender Man through YouTube poop. It's like where they make fun of the I don't know, they make fun of it, and they had the piece of paper with the circle and the X over it, and I just followed the link because they have those recommended for you, and I followed it, and that's how I stumbled across it.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, I'm like, wait a minute, there's more characters.
Yeah.
Laughing Jack, oh my gosh, and then Eyeless Jack, and then Play With Me Sally, Jeff the Killer, you know. Those are the ones that like really like grasp at you. I nearly was on the verge of tears when I heard the Play With Me Sally. Your creator is just awesome, but like, aside from that, then did you know there's actually a fan soundtrack to the Jeff the Killer versus Jane the Killer? Have you seen that?
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like probably maybe a few days after that got posted. Yeah, like I said, some people can really absolutely take it to the next level, which just can be good, bad, neutral.
Right.
But another question. Now, if you had to put yourself in a situation and you're new to the community, have you had issues coming out with Jane? When people first stumbled on her, what were their initial reactions or questions or everything like that?
It was sort of mixed, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of like people were just praising it, and others were just saying, "No way in hell is gonna work. She's just a rip-off of Jeff the Killer."
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that you want to call Jane a rip-off of Jeff, but it's just people who read the Jane Arkansas slash Everlasting. But again, I don't mean to change subject, but why in the hell would you want to name someone after a brand of boxing gear and after U.S. state? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I get a lot of mixed emotions from different people saying, "Oh, I love Jane," and also just Jane sucks. And I also get the usual death threats, too.
What? Death threats? Seriously? For what?
I don't know, but it was like one kid, he was like 15 or 16 years old, just called me a Nazi sympathizer, saying that Jane sucked and that I should just go die in a hole. And then whenever I looked at his picture, he was just a baby. And whenever I just looked at it, and I just fell out of my chair laughing. And then I just said, "Kid, I would like you to meet a new friend of mine. I call him Mr. Black Button." So the shit that I usually get is just from kids.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's not adults. It's not anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just, again, I almost just want to say it like this. I honestly
Yeah.
like to say that the first time, majority of the time, like I said, how I heard of Jane, as I said, was through wasn't exactly through YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And slowly, I found you on DA because I remember I never exactly could find you.
Uh-huh.
And when we did, when they did, and I stumbled across you, I read it. I read the original bio before the Jane the Killer, this true story. Now I did listen to that,
Yeah.
and I just felt like that just makes absolutely no sense. Like when I would see Jane herself, I'm just like, that does not look like a mask. That does not look like a bodysuit or anything of that matter. I'm just thinking something is it's just not adding up.
Doesn't make any sense.
No. I mean, again, I'm not going to be so quick, to judge. I mean, there's been more than enough, people making their own versions. But yeah, I definitely understand your frustration when it came to that one because I think there's a book. I think there might be a book, I think. Of course, I'm probably wrong. I think there may have been another character, but the video and the narration itself, I mean, I think I've counted up to like 10 or 12. But again, that was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. But I just it just frustrates me to no end,
Holy crap. Wow. That's awesome. No, I have a friend of mine that's going to make you some fan art. One of my friends. Yes. She goes, like any other fangirl, OMG, you're in the chat with him? Like, wow. I want to make fan art. Please, please, please inform. Well, I'm informing.
Here's my response to her. I say, go for it.
She.
Hey, if she has any questions, she can just like ask you them, and you can ask them here, or she can go on the video and ask questions on there.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay. Her first question is, that's an interesting one. Would you have Jane be the security guard or cosplay in Five Nights at Freddy's, and who would be the monster? I think she's probably saying maybe someone else other than Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. Would you have your own kind of version of kind of a maniacal monster, a mechanical one at that, or animatronic?
Yeah. Yeah, I really could see Jane as a security guard because, for one, she is very handy with weapons and she does know how to kick ass. So, yeah, I could see her cosplaying as a security guard. So why not?
Have you ever had any ideas of crossovers with Jane? Anything, I guess. Like I said, that was one. Here's an interesting one that she asked. She wants to know that this is a big hot button. Everyone's making Steven Universe OCs. She wants to know, would you ever consider the fact or possible idea of making a gemsona? That's
interesting.
She also mentions that she notices a lot of old school wrestling. She says, I'm an absolute big fan. It's good to see someone doing some original style. And she also says, you have a very old school streak, but classic. Not many have that anymore. And I'm like 10 times young. Yickety yo.
Yeah, I like to see her do a Steven Universe design. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that is interesting. Like I said, I think I can get my honey to maybe do that. If you have any idea of what you'd like to maybe any details, you can definitely send me a message, and that would be interesting.
Hey, why not just have Jane cross over on Metalocalypse and Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I can see that. I can see that.
For real.
Uh,
I could see her being an Avenger. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I could see her being an Avenger.
yes. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Really cool.
I mean, hey, you've heard of Happy Tree Friends, haven't you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I made Jane as a Happy Tree Friends character. Her animal is a white Arctic fox.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I made Mary as a bunny.
Oh.
I made Isla Jack as a raccoon.
Okay. She has another question. She wants to ask, have you ever done or have had Jane gender bent? That's a pretty common one.
No, I haven't, but I've seen others do gender bent versions of Jane.
They basically just like the male name. Would it be like James or
Jake.
On.
Jake for me.
Yeah, I mean the gender bent is really interesting. I've never really, I don't think I've really ever think that was one with Jane, but I've seen like the opposite of gender bent versions of like, I think it was Laughing Jill, I think. Just basically the female version of Laughing Jack. What about you, Telly? Do you know any other ones that have been gender bent in the past or have?
Oh, yes. Masky and Hoodie's been gender bent. Toby's been gender bent. Then freaking Slender Man, which I've seen a Slender Man gender bent. It was pretty hot. I liked it. there was a gender bent Jack, and there was a gender bent. Oh gosh, I loved it. There was a gender bent. I'm sorry. But
Just let it
catching
all
blood
out.
right now. A Death the Killer gender bent.
See? Let's see what else. This is getting fun.
Oh yeah, no, nothing better than Polly being a pervert.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, can't help it.
Yes, we're getting a lot of laughs in this broadcast.
Yeah. Oh, getting the giggle fits again, or as I call it, the derples.
Yeah. I'm getting the... Hey, Patrick. Oh, wait, I'm Patrick.
Okay. I have to ask him. I have to ask you. The next time you ask a question, you have to talk like Morgan Freeman. Please. Yes.
Okay. While still conducting the interview, but me talking like Morgan Freeman. Okay. Sure.
All right.
Fine, I'm ready.
Awesome. Okay. What question did you ask, Mistress?
Okay. I just recently stumbled across a furry version of Chain the Killer. Like the furry, like the style. I have to say right there, that's super badass.
Well, as far as this furry was concerned, Christy, what kind of furry was Jane?
It was a black and white. The black ears. You can definitely tell there's a wig of sorts, and the dress of white skin and solid black eyes.
Oh, that is definitely cute. Oh yeah.
Like a Twinkie? Like a Twinkie.
Yep. I like titty sprinkles.
I said Twinkie.
I like like a Twinkie, like a Twinkie. Oh yeah. Now, next question.
All right.
I see someone's got the giggles tonight. Don't fall out of your chair.
I'll try. I'll try not to. Cough, cough. Anyways, So, have you seen the Walking Dead franchise, or even heard of it?
Have I seen The Walking Dead or heard of The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Well, as far as The Walking Dead is concerned, I do have a Walking Dead shirt right in my closet.
Yeah,
I haven't watched much of the show to form an opinion, but I hear it's pretty bad.
I'm going to come clean with this. I indeed have a Daryl Dixon poster hung up on my door, and I get to stare at it every night while I'm in bed.
A Daryl Dixon poster on your door.
Oh yes, played by Norman Reedus.
I was expecting it to be on your ceiling, and if the thumbtacks gave way, you would expect the poster to fall on you, and that would be quite a surprise.
I think I'd be really scared. I don't think I'd ever put something on the ceiling. That's just creepy as heck.
It's like, that is just creepy as fuck.
Yeah, now, Stella's Morgan Freeman.
Okay. Does your friend have any more questions?
Yes, actually she does have a question, and she's watching. She's watching, finally. She wants to know if you... Oh, lovely. Lovely. I'm going to avoid that one question because it really, honestly, no. Okay. Okay, her question, next question she wants to know is, wow, this is a good one. What's your opinion on gay marriage? What the fuck? Oh, okay, well, okay.
Yeah, I'm still doing the interview.
Yes, she wants to know, legitimately, Mr. Angry Dogs, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
As far as my view on gay marriage is concerned, I highly support it. You want to get married? Go ahead.
I mean, it's with their significant other, even if it's not man and woman. And I mean, honestly, anybody's free to love, and I fully support it too.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you see how, to me, it's like there's more divorce rates over here. And, you know, we have gay people who want...
I'll try and call her.
Who literally are fighting just to get married.
In between, I don't have any problem with gay marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say, marry the person you love regardless of their sexual orientation. It's about the love, not the sexual orientation.
Well, she has another question. Does it offend you in any way, shape, or form that Jane would be considered an anti-creepypasta? Or and she also asked, how does it make you feel knowing that there were others who looked to you for inspiration and now consider you the last thing that they would ever consider, I guess what you want to say, someone to look up to or a role model?
Oh.
Yeah, that's... Well.
Wow. These are some really good questions.
Give Melanie a call. I am really sorry about that. I just the cell phone keeps ringing. Anyways, rephrase the question.
Oh boy. Tally, you want to run that by for me? Okay. I'll try this one more time. Sorry. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Question. She wants to know, how does it make you feel that others in the community have considered Jane an anti-creepypasta? And she also wants to know, how does it make you feel that once others who have followed you, looked up to you, now have lost all respect just because over situations that have occurred? Maybe since you've been on DA, I don't know what she's specifying. Maybe it's just a general question.
Well, situations on DeviantArt happen, and after a while, if it's anything that I've done wrong, I just apologize, and everyone moves on with their lives. And I really don't see that Jane is anti creepypasta to begin with, but some who just take gossip and rumors the wrong way, then that just causes them just to stop talking. But
Mm-hmm.
lately, I haven't been getting any of that.
Another question. How, this is for me. How does it, how does it now, uh, how would you say well known you are? How far, did you not see it getting this far, but to where you were then to now?
Well, as far as Jaina Killer is concerned, not only am I well known for having created her, but mostly all the designs that I've done over the years have been coming up in search engines, and I also get really tickled to death that they appear in blogs and other websites, and I consider that a big honor, you know?
I mean, I've seen handcrafted the mask. They make, there's even like little chibi earrings of her I've seen on
Yeah.
eBay.
Little chibi Janes I think are really adorable.
Yes. I guess that shows you right there that how far people admired you for that. And like I said, there are always going to be others who I wouldn't say they just don't like it. They'll always have something to say.
Yeah,
But
that's because they got the wrong information from the wrong person who didn't do their research.
hmm but let's say, what are some of the? Here's another one from my little friend here. She wants to know what rumors would you like to confront? Any rumors, not in any. She says not in any related way. This is for the big dog himself. What questions, or more or less a Q&A of rumors, and she wants to know what's your, like, kind of phrase it in a question, like, well, what do I think of this? This has been said about me, and here's your answer. I think that's what she's trying to put it as.
Yeah, well, as far as the rumors are concerned, sometimes I get good rumors, sometimes I get praises from a lot of people, but as far as bad rumors are concerned, I don't have time to look at bad rumors and I just brush them off because what's the point of listening to bad rumors whenever someone's just making up bad rumors just to make themselves look good and just feel loved among their peers? Because as far as I'm concerned, bad rumors are just someone's way of just coping with boredom and trying to get a rise out of the person of the DeviantArt or creepypasta community in general, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with you when it comes to little things getting out of hand. But I guess that's the part where you have to understand where, if you're going to make something and put it out there, get ready to have others give their different opinions and expressions on how they see her.
Yeah.
Or just a reputation as just as yourself. I mean, I think everybody has to know that. I mean, do you get what I'm saying, Talia?
Yeah.
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 I understand.
Yeah, so like I said, as far as anyone just spreading bad rumors about me, the one thing that they can just do is just kiss my collective ass.
I shall bend over so you can place your wonderful lips upon my posterior and kiss it repeatedly.
I like that. But yeah, like I said, the spreading good rumors, hey, that's fine.
I heard you were telling me something about the age. Your age has been considered younger or older, or...
people have gone so far as to think that well, before I get down to age, people have thought that I was a chick, first off. And I'm thinking,
Wow.
I'm sorry, did your mother drop acid when she was pregnant with you? And some people have also thought that I was 14 to 17 years old.
Really? Wow.
I mean,
Too young. Sorry. How
Youngster.
about
Well, maybe that's a compliment. Maybe they're saying like, "Hey, he's younger than he looks." You know?
I do get carded from time to time, and I consider that a compliment because
Yeah.
I age pretty well, not to brag or anything. It's just people in general, when they haven't seen any images of me, they think that I'm just some little kid behind the keyboard.
Yeah, that's the fun little part about it. It's a little mystery. I honestly think you have to be really careful how if you post pictures of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just me. I'm just really choosy and careful, or I'm just saying that I think it's okay to feel like that because you don't know if that's going to be a good idea or a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have any more questions to ask him, Tally?
Oh, I think I pretty much covered my questions. I don't know if I already asked you this before, but
What?
how do you react to the disrespect and the fact that people like to take Jane the Killer and pretty much rewrite her in their own little way, you know? I mean,
Well, I would respond to what they do is just to give them an implied face palm.
Out of V8.
yes.
Yeah, because if I face palm you, I just know that you failed miserably.
Yeah. It's just nowadays people like to take a person's character and try to control them with how they use them, and I just think that's kind of unfair because these people took so much time and effort into making these characters, and to see it get ripped right out of their hands, you know?
Yeah, because basically whenever someone rewrites, well, basically Jane the Killer, it's like they chopped it down and reduced it from TVMA to TVY7, basically. Because it's like if that shit took a shit and another shit took a shit and that shit took a shit and this is just a written piece of shit. Oh, it's complete shit, you know? I mean, because, hey, if you're just rewriting and chopping something up that I worked so hard on, you might as well just submit that to Nick Jr.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, basically.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I honestly think this is a good interview because we can have our laughs, be professional.
Push it all out.
Yes, I do like the fact that if Tally, I have to say, when I first met you, I honestly didn't know how to react. You know, I remember I'm like, hey, you want to come join in the group chat and with the creator of Jane the Killer? And when I just talking to you, you just have such a level head. I don't know what you think about me personally. I mean, people have their opinions for whatever about individuals, but what do you honestly think?
What do I think about you?
What you do? Oh, I mean, for the both of us, you know, we all give our opinions. Because my opinion on Tally,
Yeah.
she's a very well-spoken individual who
Very outgoing.
very outgoing, but yet at the same time, she knows how to be tasteful with her words.
Yeah, but I tell you, I would consider you two my enforcers.
Like I said, she's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, getting us in this, in the interview with you.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done this before.
Yeah.
Someone just taking the time, like you, Tally. You've got a lot of potential, and it's a good potential. So you're someone that the community could look to.
Yeah.
As a mentor, like as I see it, you could do rant videos, you could vent, you could talk to others, giving advice, but without giving a tone.
Mm-hmm.
You just talk as you are, not giving this, oh, look at me, I'm doing this and that. I can rant all I want, blah blah blah, and you just forget who you are and how you get to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
I like you for that. Just talking to you like for hours.
Yeah.
This chick's awesome, man. And you already know how I feel about you, MrAngryDogs. You're just like the best.
Yeah, and I tell you, you're sweet. You're sweeter than a bag of sugar.
Aww.
Aww.
The awes.
Yeah, you're so
Aww.
sugar.
The feels of diabetes. I'm so sweet, I'll give you diabetes. Aww.
Yeah, call Liberty Medical. They can help you live a better life.
Oh, gosh.
That was my Wilbur Brimley right there. But hey, I wonder what it'd be like if Joe Pesci was to react at Jane the Killer being rewritten and chopped up to someone's own liking. Yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and check creepypasta right here. Oh yeah, Jane the Killer. Oh yeah. Who the fuck wrote this shit? Who the fuck butchered this? I can't read this.
Oh.
Oh. The many voices of a MrAngryDog.
Yes, the impressions, impersonations.
Oh, and let's not forget about one certain
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Well, I can also see that I'm taking someone's side. Oh yeah.
Like that's weird. That's weird. Oh.
Yeah. As I said, Christy, you're really sweet, and I love you to death.
Oh.
Over there, giggle, giggle.
Giggles. So, Tally, what you think about me?
I think you're a pretty cool person. I mean, you know what's up, and you actually talk to a person when they're upset or when something goes down in the DA community with two different individuals. You actually go to those people and are like, hey, what's going on? You get both sides of the stories.
Yeah,
And
I try.
Me is for the win. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I enjoy the patience, and it's really nice to talk to people, you know.
Well, I mean, doesn't anybody just want someone just to talk to and just like I said, just talk it out, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I enjoy. Just like listening to others and what they have to say, whether it be good, bad, you name it. I want to be there for my friends. Like I said, you know, MrAngryDogs, that's who he is. Just come up to him and say, "Hey, what's up?" And that's right there where I'm hoping me and my honey we can all sit back and have some brewskis and watch a Rocky Horror Picture.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I shiver with anticipation.
You know, I think for my next video, I just came up with this idea. We should just come back to a live stream and watch a movie. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes. What was the one movie that I think that's being just milked out to the point where there's nothing left? Paranormal Activity. Did you know there's a fifth one coming? Fifth or sixth one?
Oh,
God, I didn't even watch the second one yet. Ugh!
The second one, the marked ones, I have to say, without having that Katie bullshit, the you know the chick that keeps getting possessed, the first one, uh,
I see more
this one's
than The Exorcist.
yeah, this one's completely separate. It was more based in a Hispanic style.
Uh,
Uh, that one I liked.
I
That
might watch
one,
that one. Yeah, we might watch that one.
the
I,
marked ones.
yeah, I haven't seen those.
I think you'd like it. Like I said, everything's just documentary based. Oh, I did, however, has anyone seen Unfriended?
I've seen
I
the
haven't yet.
trailer.
Yeah, I saw it. It's definitely different because this is like the first kind of computer kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's much different, and the movie wasn't bad. It was just, again, if you're seeing this for the first time and you're not really socially on Skype, that's what it's based on. That's like the biggest instant messenger that
Yeah.
there is on there. And like I said, it's basically based on, I think anybody can relate to this. One time or the other, someone's had to come across bullying, cyberbullying. It was basically the message was, how far people will go to take cyberbullying. I mean, this is based as so far as that uh, people filming this girl while she's passed out, and she got to a point where someone filmed her suicide. I mean, it just like it's like an eye opener, and it's just sad.
Yeah, it's tragic.
It is. It's just really sad because it's just, yeah, I know everything is based majority on online.
Yeah, I can kind of relate to that movie in a way.
I mean,
I didn't
but
watch it happen, but I do know one of my friends did commit suicide by shooting herself, and it was very emotional.
I mean
So
there
I
is
can.
a yeah. No, I mean it's gone so far where I've seen or heard of a girl who got up all the way on a cement, like, you know what I'm talking about, the cement towers,
Mhm.
or they make cement. She got on the very top, climbed the ladder, and jumped off.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah, that's just another thing. Sometimes people have their breaking points on how far you can push them. And it's just sad. It just sending death threats and telling people to go kill themselves.
Uh,
Why? I promise you, if you say that to, just because you're behind a keyboard, it's just you just get this power streak. Why? Why do that? Say it to their face.
yeah, just if you're too much of a chicken shit to confront them, then turn the damn computer off.
I don't know, like I said, and you just half the time you think, where are the parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they in this, man?
I know. Like I said, I don't want to say anything bad. It's just like I said. It's just half the time it makes you think like, where are the parents at? Why didn't y'all see this? I mean, I understand that kids want to have their alone time and socialize, but it's just you have to be, I don't know, very careful.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh boy. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, have you ever felt to the point where you're caught in so much, it just breaks you down, but you don't post, you don't show anything, you just keep it bottled in.
Yeah. And I tell you, anytime someone made me really depressed, I just wanted to go ahead and hit the bottle.
Yeah. Tally, have you ever been in or felt at some point where you're pushed too far, or trying to say it in a more tasteful way? I guess that's like my word, tasteful.
Uh,
Yeah, there were several times that I was in my breaking point, especially like in middle school. I screwed up so bad in middle school at one point that
yeah,
it's just
I was
it
trying to.
got to the point where I sort of had that rope around my neck and I was ready to go, because I screwed up so much. I made my dad cry, and you
Hmm.
really screwed up when you made your parent
I'll just tell
cry, especially if it was
call
your
you
dad.
from the landline.
I don't know. I think
Yeah. Okay.
See that right there? I mean, why? uh, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like, okay, I usually never have anything to say. You know, just you know how I felt. You know, crying. It's just so much. After a while, you just start crying out of frustration,
Yeah.
and it's just like, really, still, why? I mean, this is just like beating up a dead Sarah Jessica Parker, or you know, it's just beating up a dead horse because she looks like a horse. Anyway,
Oh yeah, true that. I
I
guess
don't know.
I guess
I
you
don't.
could call Sarah Jessica Parker Miss Ed.
Yes, but I guess I'm not. I'm very when it comes to. I mean, I've had my fair share of moments, you know, when I had MySpace, you know, the usual, you know, like someone says, "Oh, hey, you're ugly or you're fat or you're this and that," you know, just typical when I say normal, I mean that's just your typical stuff, you know, your stupid idiots going online making comments about your physical appearance or saying you don't do this or that, right? You
Yeah.
know, it hurts. You know, I choose my my best weapon, especially when it comes to people who don't always see eye to eye.
Uh-huh.
You know what my weapon is. You know how I get back at them. You want me to tell you? I got a little secret. It's really easy. It's called silence. Silence is the key. That is the worst scenario you can give to somebody who doesn't see it with you. I won't say an avoid. Don't feed into their bullshit or lower yourself to their Don't lower them. Don't lower yourself to their standards, because you're gonna make yourself look like a jackass and you're gonna open Pandora's box. Because I've certainly been in that situation and it sucks because you're like, I want to say something, I want to do this, but yet at the same time, if I do, it's gonna make more problems. And that's where I've come to the conclusion is if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know it's just like the interview's gotten to a point where we all express how we feel about, you know, being bullied or some kind of negligence. It sucks. It really does.
Hey Millie, I just got a hold of Jamie, and she just said that she wouldn't get paid until Monday.
It's getting deep, man.
Let me just call me from your landline.
Who the hell? Who uses a landline?
Hold on, girl. I'm just talking with my sister.
Ah.
It's
Hi.
alright.
All right.
Hi.
What's the number?
So, Mistress, does your friend have any more questions before we end the interview?
844.
Yes. I'd be very careful how you pass out numbers, but she wants to know,
Okay.
Mr. Jane the freaking killer. I want to know if you could be in any party or a band. Well, I don't know why she's asking us. Who is your all-time band? Your favorite band?
All-time favorite band. Hold on, my thing is being stupid right now.
It said that you muted.
Yeah, because he was giving out a number and I didn't want anyone to hear that.
Yeah, definitely.
Now it's being stupid. Well, let me. Ah! Okay, there.
It's being a butthead. Pretty much when he gets back, I think he's still on the phone.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah. But whenever I get hold of her Monday,
I hate Mondays.
I know.
Ugh. Are you much of a morning person?
No, not really.
Almost done.
Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, and sometimes I'm that morning person on days that I want to sleep in, and I wind up waking up, and I'm just like, God dang it.
Oh yeah, I think I'm definitely not a morning person. The only way you can don't be around me until I've had my coffee. Mr. Angry Dogs, are you back?
Hitchcock. So I heard that you're not a morning person, Christy. Am I right?
That I am not. Miss Tally is not that one either.
And neither am I.
Okay, my friend here, she wants to know the very last question. If you could party with any band, or
Go ahead, any band.
I'm trying to read it. Okay, pretty much she's asking if you could party with any band for a day, does not matter from any generation, decades, 60s, 70s, or 80s to now, who would it be? And who is your biggest inspiration in the music industry?
Slayer.
Yes.
I would definitely party with Slayer because, for one, Kerry King, the guitarist of Slayer, is a big fan of Jaeger.
Nice. I don't know.
Counting back Jaeger shots, you know.
Yes. Oh, Jaeger bombs. Oh. It's like cough medicine.
Yeah, fill a bottle, kill the sore throat.
Yes. Yeah, kind of getting on the verb of alcohol here. Okay. I am officially out of questions, and so is my friend. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think my butt's falling asleep.
Yeah, mine is too, and it hurts.
Yeah, and I think during the interview, I think I farted too.
So professional.
Very.
Yeah, but thank God you didn't hear it.
Oh wait, I think it might have picked up. I don't know.
Tally.
Hey, if you gotta let it loose, you gotta let it loose.
You know what? I let it loose a couple times earlier, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah, so I just. Yeah, so I baked an ear biscuit.
Oh, I had the strongest feeling you were gonna say something like that.
Yeah, I'm baking ear biscuits. Get them while they're hot.
Gross. That's so gross.
Woo!
Lovely, lovely. Wow.
Wow, so guess there's no more questions left.
I guess so.
Yeah, well, this is.
Is there anything that we haven't addressed to you yet that you feel like you need to get off your chest, or is everything good?
Everything's good.
Well, definitely letting something off his chest.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wow.
Oh god.
Yeah, I got a lot off my chest, and I also let something out the back door too.
Okay, I think this is where I think we need to end the interview because it just.
Yeah, I just think that we're just going to be making everyone else laugh their ass off during this broadcast. And they're going to start telling fart jokes and jokes too.
Oh yes, I'm gonna be all going. Yeah. I'm totally gonna go around doing that now.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was.
Armpit parts.
I don't think. What the fuck? Tally, we should just do that one day. Like, okay, today's interview is who can do the loudest armpit farts. Ask me any of your questions. I'd be more than happy to oblige.
I think we lost Angry Dog. Nope, he's gone.
Yep, I just...
Yeah, who sharded?
Okay, see, no.
I swear to God, it wasn't me.
Okay, we need to end this. Let's take this frustration on Skype.
Yeah, so with anyone out there watching, we certainly had fun tonight, and this is Mr. Angry Dog, and I will see you on DeviantArt.
Exactly, and same with me too. I am Talia the Strange, and I'm very glad to have you all. Thank you all for watching, and I really hope that anybody who hasn't watched this live stream yet, it will be put on my YouTube channel to be rewatched. And same with Mistress Lovely.
Yes, it was a pleasure being featured on my very first interview and stream, and I really do hope you know me as Mistress-Lovely at deviantart.com. So, yeah.
We'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, guys, and thank you all for watching. This is Talia the Strange, signing out.
Mr. Angry Dog, good night.
Mistress Lovey out.